You ask, how can I get these harvesters out when I'm being attacked constantly? You have to be able to balance, and it's a tricky balance, and it's situational based. But also right here, Devil Wings, I don't like this attack because he's gotten himself in a one-way exit, and this army is way too big. Devil Wings is going to lose his entire army here. He wasn't even able to snipe the Nexus. So at this point, seeing that larger army, he should have just continued to attack this Nexus, finished it off, and just kind of lick his wounds and try to repopulate his army here. Let's go ahead and look at the unit stab here. So we do have 19 roaches on the field for Devil Wings to the 14 stalkers. Let's go ahead and look at the upgrades. We only have level 1 attack for the roaches at this point versus the level 1 attack and level 1 armor. So right now, Machon doing a decent job of keeping his units upgraded. It's important to constantly upgrade your units because it does pay off with time. And you know, right now he's trying to really use the 4-gate, and he's not sitting back and allowing saving a little bit of minerals and putting it towards better force fields or something like that. So once again, we are going to see the armies kind of clash here. Machon, in my opinion, is stronger right here and could use his sentries to split up the army of Devil Wings and break it apart like he's done in the past, using the range of the stalkers. However, he does not choose to persecute that. I do want to make note that Devil Wings brings on Mutalisks. Now, this is good. I believe that this is a good thing because while he can sit over here, and we do see force fields going down, but force fields in this wide open area, it's a waste, really. You want to be backing yourself up in something like this and then force fielding here. Force fielding out here, and this is just not really going to do much for you at all. But going back to these Mutalisks are a good thing. However, his Mutalisks are sitting in his base. That's a bad thing. So when you get Mutalisks, you hear about Mutalisk harassment. Harass, harass, harass. These guys should just be a thorn in your enemy's side. That's what they're good for. They've got the glaives. They can run in those mineral lines and just do a lot of damage. Now this is better force fielding. Going off of this key right here, and see, look, this roach is trying to run backwards, but he can't. So those roaches died. That is a much better use of the force fields. Now, I don't know why these overlords are out in the middle. Maybe it's a rally point. It's probably a rally point. You gotta watch that, guys. This is gonna be 300 minerals. It's gonna go just toast. Boosh and boosh. Yeah, so all 3 of those guys go down, and we're actually gonna see another overlord go down. So is he actually supply locked? No, he's really damn close to being supply locked up. We do see a Hydralistin come down, and we're finally seeing or the reconstitution. So once again, Machon is pushing his luck with this and actually doing a really good job. If he had put down a few more force fields, he would have had Devil Wings' army in half, but these force fields are going down way too late. The roaches are able to get way too close. Machon needs to kite this army right here, and he's wisely backing up. These stalkers, they're just too few to really be doing anything. But we have a drop going down over here with Zealots running over here. They are going to try to get into this mineral line. Of course, this mineral line isn't that heavily populated to begin with, and yeah, so this is a good thing. This is a good thing by Machon, throwing his enemy off. These roaches, they did speed up a little bit, but you know, seeing that the roaches, he lost, Devil Wings lost almost all of his pros right here. So all of these Zealots really paying for themselves. Devil Wings should have moved his harvesters away a lot sooner. Not really paying attention, or maybe he just didn't know. Not really sure. What you have to watch for those things constantly, especially since you get so many overlords lumbering around. That's key. You want to set up a patrol, or not even patrol, but just a picket of overlords around your base, and you can call them in if you see that your enemy is actually going to be bringing on some sort of air unit. Now, we did miss this, but we see that the Mutalisks went in there and also did a raid on the mineral line. So right now, Machon in a really bad position. He only has, oh gosh, yeah, 8. He has 8 harvesters right now. That's not a good position to be in at any point in time. He should have had his expansions mineral line populated more. Let's go ahead and look at the income time, see how many harvesters we have here. Yeah, we're still sitting at 25 for... We're sitting at 25 for Devil Wings and 10 for Machon. So we're really not seeing a good utilization of our expansions. We're not seeing a good utilization of our harvesters. And even in this game, there really hasn't been a good excuse for not building more drones, because this game really hasn't been that intensive with the pressure. There's been a lot of time sitting in your base, hanging out, drinking a brewski or two with your units and be like, yeah, man, we're going to go kill those guys later. So if you're not being pressured, if you're not being attacked constantly, you got to be building some drones. You have to populate your mineral lines. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to produce enough. Machon, at no point in time do I think did he have an income high enough to support this 4-gate right here. Of course, we do have a 5th one coming down here. And also, real quick note, this pylon placement, terrible, terrible, Machon. You cannot just put a... I know you had a pylon here earlier. This is not acceptable. Just come in here with Mutalisk, snipe that, boom. All your gates are down. You can't field an army. So that means, I don't know how long it takes to build a pylon, but so, you know, let's say it's 20 seconds. That's 20 seconds you're not able to respond with any sort of military force. And if you're already down and out, that means that Devil Wings is going to have free reign over your base, and that's not a place you want to be. I'm not so sure what's up with Machon's army hanging out in his expansion. I don't know if he's going to change his expansion into his main, but I'm not liking this jazz. And I'm not liking that he didn't upgrade his shields either. That really would have made a big difference at this point, especially seeing how much that he's how many battles we've seen. Also, these Mutalisks just sitting here, no, you gotta harass, you gotta use those guys. Just don't let them sit. Now these guys I can understand, they're sitting here as a defensive force or whatever. And I do like the Hydralisk. I don't necessarily like the Roach Hydra build. It's kind of a rough place to get stuck. It's really hard. Well, not really. It's really easy to get stuck in this build. And though these Roaches are effective at soaking up damage, these Hydralisk, and these Hydras are really good against gate units. But if he brings out Immortals, there we go. If he brings Immortals out, those Immortals are going to pound these guys into the dirt. Especially these Roaches. I mean, those Roaches are just like little pimples waiting to be popped by the Immortals. So I don't know what these drones are doing. But once again, still not even seeing this expansion fully populated. We don't see the Vespene Geysers being used. Really not. Now we have seen 46 Harvesters now for Devil Wings. So Devil Wings can sit back and take it easy pretty much as long as he wants to, because every second that Machon waits, Machon is falling behind. Let's go ahead and look at the army tab too. Machon is now way behind with his army. Machon could have done something earlier on while he was kind of hanging out around here. And it looks like Machon is actually going to lose his main. Let's see, look, watch this. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait, boom. Look at that. All 5 of those gates down and powerless. So instead of seeing, hey, wow, he's about to knock my gates down, I might want to warp a couple of units in here, Machon now has nothing because of poor pylon placement. Especially if you're going to get the warp gate technology, guys, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have them spread out. Build them as close as you can and put those pylons right up in there and just snuggle them up close, because those guys want to stay nice and warm with their pylon partner buddies. I don't know what the hell you want to call them, but really it's important to keep your buildings powered as Protoss. Cannot stress that enough. And on a other note, barring that little lag spurt, we have drones sitting around doing nothing. Bad. But a good thing is the Skin Highway coming down. Although it took Devil Wings a long time to do it, good job on this. And of course, we are going to have another clash here. We do have 3 Immortals in this army. Nice unit composition here. Since we're not seeing Zerglings, we're not really going to see those Zealots play that big of a part. But nice force field. If he had popped that one last force field, I don't know what the heck that was. See, if he had done that earlier, right there, he would have been golden. He could have really just torn into Devil Wings' force right there. But, you know, it mismanagement. Now, see, look, another good job pulling back a little bit and then attacking. Great stuff here. Of course, now Devil Wings is trying to do some micro there, I believe. So good job by him. Of course, now these Hydras are really going to start kicking in here and really going to do a lot of damage. And I don't like these rally point Roaches. Bad. You can't rally point your units in the middle of a battle, because you're gonna forget them while you're trying to micro your units, and they're gonna die like that. And of course, we do see Machon tap out. I know this was kind of a slow game, but I chose this game because it really allowed me time to expound upon a bunch of different points. And Machon had it a couple of times if he had pressed the attack, and if he'd built more Harvesters. Machon, the reason why he lost, in my mind, is because he never really populated his economy. I mean, it was seriously... He was at a permanent recession going on, basically. Devil Wings could have done a lot better if he expanded earlier or even fully populated his main base. He was not fully populated at his main base, ever. I like the fact that he tried to get an upgrade, but we need to see more of it. 30-minute game, and you only have one upgrade? No bueno. At all, period. Like, you need more upgrades. Of course, he did get the range upgrade with the Hydra stint. I like the Hydras to battle the 4-gate, and that's good enough. So, basically, just to leave you guys with a couple of things. Devil Wings, good job. You won. You could have done a lot better. Same with Mei-chan. Mei-chan, just a couple of points there. You had the ideas with the force fields. A couple of small adjustments to the force field usage you really could have done a lot better, and you got to build up that economy. So either way, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it wasn't too long or too long-winded. Let us know what you think about it. If you like what I'm bringing to Starcraft for SC4 SDC, what Starcraft for Dummies. Either way, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. If you like what you see, you can go ahead and subscribe, and if you want to see more of me, you can see just look up Starcraft Nation. I will be there, and I will be posting more games every day. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys alone for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and this has been Arati signing out.